Hey, what's going on? Just finished my Friday workout, which most Fridays I do it at home, and this is obviously I got you know insulation or whatever falling down in my tiny little uh, office area out here, I guess. But anyway, my point is that you need to stop waiting for stuff to be perfect all the time. Make do with what you got, and I promise you, if you follow a plan or a sequence that makes sense, you'll have great results. So, in some way, shape, or form, you need to have a system in place for your training program. That's all there is to it. Because if you want to see results, there has to be a progression. There has to be a system in place that logically you could explain to somebody and could follow along. I was just talking with a guy the other day, and I said, "Hey man, what's your game plan for today's session?" And he goes, "I just kind of wing it." And I don't know how many times, when I'm at work, which is the base that I'm at, there's a lot of TDY students, so a lot of people are coming in and out of the gym, have never been to our gym before, and are using our facilities, which is great. But I'll introduce myself. I'll talk to them and say, "Hey, I'm the strength coach here. Let me know if you have questions." And I'll ask them, what they're doing. And so much of the time, there's folks who just say, "I don't know. I'm just going to see what feels good today. Just going to work this out. Just going to do this. I'm not really sure. Wing it." Stuff like that. And the saying to remember is, random training yields random results. So if you're just like going in and exercising and you have no goal in mind and you're just like moving your body around, fine. But if you're chasing some kind of goal, or you want to, get out of pain, lift more weight, increase your mobility, increase your flexibility, whatever, you need to have some sort of system that you're following. So that would be my big tip for the week. The second thing, as far as mistakes I see younger guys making when they come in the gym, is they just jump right in to their target weight, and they have no warm-up sequence that is following any kind of progression. Like there's a guy the other day who just came in, slapped on 185 and just started benching. And the issue with that is, number one, you're not slowly warming up your system. So especially the younger the guy, the more technique work they need early on. But even as you get experience, you need technique work, and you need to focus on the speed of the bar. Because by just jumping into your target weight, you're leaving a lot of gains on the table, right? You're only examining one very small area of the force velocity curve. If you don't know what the force velocity curve is, Google that, force velocity curve, and you'll see that, as Dr. Tim Sukumel says, you want to surf the entirety of the curve, right? So obviously the heavier the object is, the slower it's going to move, and force equals mass times acceleration. And we have all these subsets in between. So we have very heavy weight, very low weight that we're going to move with a very high velocity, but the intention is to always move the bar with maximal intent as fast as possible. So when you go to lift, make sure you slowly work up to your target weight so that you're hitting all those percents that exist within the force velocity curve. And let there be a theme for the day. Let there be something that you are specifically targeting, an adaptation that you're chasing for the day within the grand scheme of your plan. Because again, if you go in chasing all these different adaptations, you're likely going to get nowhere. So anyway, if you have questions about anything, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Travis@dynamichp.net. And be sure to check out my free newsletter at dynamichp.net. Have a good day.